Hey everyone, it's Dawn, and no joke, I am coming to you from my bathroom because quarantine and because it has the best lighting, and I figured it was possibly the space that I would be least interrupted while I shared this little thought with you. Um, and it's kind of perfect, really, because I wanted to talk a little bit today about as we enter Easter. We just passed Palm Sunday, and one of the themes that I always love to think about at Easter, and something that we're going to explore a little bit more over this week, is how Jesus did things in unexpected ways. Um, so, what you find when you read the stories of Jesus, I have this weird hair thing happening. Just, gonna let it happen. It's just happening. It's fine. Everything's fine. As you read the stories of Jesus, um, he continually did things in ways that people were not expecting. And that is partially why people disliked him so much. It's also partially why people didn't think he was who he said he was. So on Palm Sunday, for example, right, the people had been waiting for somebody to come and liberate them. The Jewish people were living under Roman authority, and just like any minority group that's living in a civilization that's not their own, they were treated badly. They were kind of the grunt work, and they weren't allowed to live life the way they wanted to, the way that they knew that they were called to. And so they had been expecting for centuries for somebody to come along, for the Messiah that was going to come and kind of be a military ruler that might kind of wipe out the Romans and restore Jewish life to the way that they had anticipated. And part of the way that they thought that they were going to figure this out, that the Messiah was coming, is that he was going to enter into Jerusalem in this like grand procession, with like the sword and the horse, and it was going to be so obvious that this is who God had sent to liberate them. And instead, Jesus came into Jerusalem on Holy Week riding on a donkey, which, if you don't think that Jesus slash God has a sense of humor, just think about the message that he sent to the people as he came riding into Jerusalem on a donkey, when people were expecting some grand parade. And instead, it's like nobody from Nazareth clopping into town on a donkey, right? And a lot of times I hear people, and I know I've even thought it myself in the past, like, man, if I had been around then, if I'd been able to see Jesus do the things that he did, there would have been no doubt in my mind that he is who he says he is. But I hate to break it to you, it was probably harder then, because Jesus continued to do things in ways that people didn't expect. And if we don't think that that is true in our own lives, then we probably should start looking around, because my hunch is that Jesus continues to work in ways that are completely unexpected. Somebody's opening the bathroom door right now. There's an eyeball peeking in. Go away. It's okay, just close the door. Oh, what? Not right now. Okay, bye. Bye. Lord help us all. As I was saying, Jesus tends to enter our own lives in ways that are completely unexpected. And I was wrong. The bathroom wasn't a safe place. At any rate, I know that in my own life, I find it to be true that Jesus continues to show up in ways that are completely unexpected. It's not in the ways that I think, it's not in the places that I think, it's not in the people that I think. Um, and that reminds me to keep my eyes open, because the truth is that a lot of people missed what he was doing because they were busy looking for the wrong thing. They were busy looking for him to arrive in the way that they expected, and he didn't, and they missed it. So, my hope is that this week we can start to think about the ways that Jesus enters even this situation: bathroom devotional giving, quarantine distance learning living. It's weird and it's unexpected, and that makes me think that it's prime time for Jesus to start showing up in our lives. So I love you guys. Thanks for being on this weird journey. And you know what? I'm just going to leave this video as is because I don't think it could be any more real than what just happened. But I'm excited to come back and continue this conversation with you all week long. So stay tuned. We have great stuff coming at you this week on ways to release you to be thinking and talking about Easter in your own family. All right. Bye, guys.